A Pyongyang-linked hacking group is believed to have launched an unprecedented form of North Korean cyber attack, one that takes control of our most personal, everyday devices. But despite the North's increased hostility towards South Korea of late, Seoul is pushing for a new approach aimed at reducing tensions on the peninsula. Let's start with what this North Korean group's been up to, according to a report from GSC, a South Korean cybersecurity institute, believed to be affiliated with North Korea-sponsored hackers. They infiltrated victims' smartphones and computers through malware distributed via KakaoTalk. They stole account information for Google and major domestic IT services, as well as deleting photos, documents, and contacts, among other data. By resetting devices using stolen account details, they then used infected devices to spread malware to victims' acquaintances. One of the disturbing details to emerge from the report is the revelation that hackers may have been able to spy through victims' cameras and microphones, and were thus able to strategically time their hijacking of phones and devices like laptops. This method of attack was detected after the smartphone of a South Korean psychologist was reset in early September, and malware sent to 36 acquaintances. GSC's assessment is that this demonstrates the attack's tactical maturity and advanced evasion strategy, while recommending the use of two-step login authentication, blocking password auto-saving, and turning off computers when not in use. At the same time, North Korea has been increasingly hostile in its rhetoric, with the country's defense minister being quoted over the weekend denouncing recent annual security talks between South Korea and the US and vowing to take more offensive actions against enemy threats. Yet Seoul's unification-minister also spoke over the weekend about measures to reduce animosity, such as by suggesting that joint military exercises between South Korea and the US would inevitably be adjusted if there was to be a summit between American President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim-Jong-un in the first half of next year. And under President Lee-Jae-myung, South Korea is not so focused on making North Korea's denuclearization a priority, but rather creating peaceful conditions that make nuclear weapons unnecessary. Seoul's vice unification minister also said Monday that the South will refrain from any hostile acts towards the North. So far, North Korea hasn't responded positively, both refusing to engage in dialogue with South Korea and continuing to develop weapons of mass destruction and shooting off missiles as a warning to the outside world.